Being in a relationship with a narcissist is emotionally draining. So when one breaks up with you, it can feel like a godsend. You're finally free of the controlling behaviors, insulting comments, and constant gaslighting. Unfortunately for you, narcissists don't like being alone. They're always searching for a source of supply, someone that can make them feel better about themselves. Sometimes they'll find a new source, but often they'll come back to you. They most often come back after ending the relationship if there's still enough supply for them. While narcissists have an inflated sense of pride, they have no qualms about returning to a relationship if they think it will benefit them. This is especially true if they can make it look like they are taking you back, doing you a favor. They are always searching for a source of supply, and if they can get it while making you feel like they are the more emotionally mature and forgiving person in the relationship, all the better. However, many narcissists take the approach of acting like nothing ever happened. They'll re enter your life as if no breakup occurred. This not only gives them an enormous sense of power, but it also weakens you mentally and emotionally. Their actions don't make any sense, making it hard for you to understand what's real. Narcissists thrive on your confusion because it gives them control over. Narcissists love you at your best. In the initial stage of the relationship, they idealize you, love bombing you with praise, telling you how wonderful you are and how great you make them feel. The feeling diminishes the longer you are in a relationship with them. Over time, they start to devalue you, and in doing so, they eliminate your ability to make them feel better about themselves. Once they've devalued you enough, they have no further use for you, and finally, they discard you. The cycle of breaking up and receiving supply. When you decide to break up with a narcissist, you'll become a new source of fresh supply. A breakup resets the whole cycle, though, especially if you have the time and strength to get your mental health back to what it was before the narcissistic relationship. You are once again the shiny source of narcissistic supply, ready to be idealized, devalued, and discarded all over again. If you don't give the narcissist what they want after the breakup, they'll change tactics and might even ask you to forgive them. If the narcissist was making a final discard, though, they could go no contact for you on you for months. They've moved on to their next target and they have no further use for you. They might contact you several months down the road when they have a need for supply that's going unfulfilled in their current relationship. But it doesn't take long for their attention to turn elsewhere. So how does a narcissist react when you dump him? If you are the one that initiated the breakup, your narcissistic partner is probably brimming with rage. You've ripped open a hole in their ego and destroyed their self-esteem. The only way to remedy this is to destroy you. Narcissists have a host of nasty tricks that they'll use to bring you down, including smear campaigns that involve mutual friends, stalking and baiting you back into the relationship just to break up with you. Whatever the situation, the narcissist's primary motivation after breakup is finding a new source of supply or regaining their old one by pulling you back in. The solution is to go no contact, cutting off all lines of communication. The narcissist needs supply, and if they can't reach you, there is no opportunity to receive it. So, do narcissists come back after no contact? Whether the narcissist will return after you institute no contact is the most pressing concern, at least initially. Your tactic has almost certainly put them in a rageful state, and they'll do anything to be back in control of the relationship. That's not to say no contact is a bad idea, though. If communication continued after you broke up with them, they would almost certainly lure you back in. Whether this is done with love bombing, insults, or pleas for a second chance, there is a high chance of getting back together with a narcissist. Severing the lines of communication leaves the narcissist with fewer options for controlling you. If you won't talk to them, the narcissist will try to recruit your family, friends, or even co-workers to bring you back. Often the narcissist will act hurt, as if they don't understand why the breakup occurred in the first place. In doing so, they also might slander you, bringing up all the things you did wrong in the relationship, true or not. Narcissists want you to feel like there is no escape, and the only way to fix things is to get back together with them. However, should you return to the relationship, they will make you pay for the pain they've felt and the effort it took to get you back. Your narcissists come after you when you are at your best. You're most valuable to them after you've put your life back together. This is when they'll pursue you, saying that you are good together and they don't even know why you two broke up in the first place. Narcissists have a tendency to revisit their old relationships, but it's not a given. It is possible for them to completely cut you out of their life At the time, it can feel incredibly painful, but they are actually doing you a huge favor, even if they are just doing it for themselves. They are less likely to return to you if they find a consistent source of supply. In a way, their loss being with the narcissist is your gain. Narcissists usually don't have lasting relationships though, so there's a good chance you'll be seeing them again when the next one fails. It is extremely difficult to even get to the stage of establishing no contact with a narcissist and even maintain it. This is because we all know how highly manipulative narcissists are and what all sorts of hoovering tactics narcissists are willing to use just to suck you back into their vicious, abusive circle. Going no contact with a narcissist and holding onto it is very, very difficult. There are terrible feelings of loss of leaving someone and a life that you poured your heart and soul into. You'll find yourself asking yourself questions such as, and maybe if we had just tried that, or if he or she had done that or this, then that it could have worked. Secondly, there'll be thoughts in our head trying to see into the future to predict what are they going to do next. You'll be asking yourself that. Do the narcissist miss me? Will they try and win me back? Have they found a new target already and completely forgotten about me? Will they take revenge on me for leaving them? Thirdly, maybe you've been reading about what to do if the narcissist comes back. So even after you go no contact with him, you are still living in fear that your narcissist will come back. He will want to suck you back in, and the narcissist will want to hurt you once again. Fourthly, we know logically what the right thing to do is. That is to stay no contact and to stay strong and get on with our lives. Yet in reality, we feel so traumatized. We feel hurt, empty, lonely, and confused that we may doubt our ability to make the right decision when the narcissist does something or when a powerful feeling of despair overtakes us. After suffering some narcissistic relationships and personally aiding thousands of people through this critical stage of the narcissistic abuse recovery journey, personally I've witnessed time and time again the behavior that narcissists exert when people go no contact with them. Fascinatingly, most narcissists act in very similar ways. For instance, once you go no contact with a narcissist, you're going to feel even worse than before. You will want to come back to the narcissist because you're addicted to the emotions you've been feeling while you are around him. You're trauma bonded. It's a simple chemical process. That's why you simply have to accept what has happened to you. So treat it like a trauma because it is one, and go to narcissistic rehab. Get clean, get sober, and then think twice or even thrice about doing any kind of action because your actions probably aren't safe and you're not thinking straight. Now, the catch is this. While you are going through this painful process of healing, your narcissist may come back and destroy all the effort you've been putting in making yourself feel better. This when you go no contact. He will guilt trip you and manipulate you to come back to him so that he can hurt you all over again. The narcissist will announce that he was the one who ended your relationship. You may learn this from his Facebook status or the fact that he deleted all the pictures of the two of you from social media. He may even spread it to your friends so that you find out from them. Either way, this could cause a huge trauma to you because you were the one who needed saving and not the narcissist. The narcissist will appear defenseless and naive, and in that state of mind of yours, you are tempted to take him back and hook on him even more than before. Your abandonment issues may kick in, but the only solution to this situation is to retreat and don't go to any discussions with the narcissist. Narcissists do when you go no contact. He will make contact with you about random things. The narcissist will do whatever it takes just to check if you are still hooked on him. He will ask you unimportant things just to be a bit more present. You see, narcissists don't like to lose and they won't just make peace with the fact that you discard them. No way. They won't give up their narcissistic supply that easily. You have to stay strong in these situations because the narcissist will come back and ask questions or indicate he's dating someone else when he's actually not. The narcissist will do this to see if you'll be triggered and if you'll react to that. So if you do, then the narcissist knows you're still hooked on him and that he has an easy way back into your life. You must not react to these provocations. Don't engage and maintain no contact, because if you do, you'll find yourself seeking answers, trying to get him to take responsibility. And the result of all this will be you getting hurt once again. Narcissists do when you go no contact. He will pretend to take responsibility and promise to change. The narcissist will do pretty much everything to get you back into the relationship. He will accept to reconcile, and he will lead a long and deep conversation with you in trying to find out what went wrong in his life to cause him to behave the way he does. Don't fall for these narcissistic abuse tactics and lies. The narcissist is only saying this to get you to think that he has turned tables and wants to give it another shot. But this time, like a new man, completely changed. So if the narcissist can't contact you, he will send you messages that he's truly sorry. And this is where the problem begins. It's so hard to resist this because you think that finally he has changed. Finally he has realized all the things you've been saying for so long. Then history repeats itself and you get back to him. At first it will be nice until his ego wakes up. And when it does, the abuse will be even worse than you've experienced until now. The narcissist will punish you for making him crawl back to you, for making him be vulnerable in order to get you back. What you have to do to avoid this is to go on with your healing process and find love within yourself. Be your own source of happiness, and you won't be needing anyone else to fill in that void you're feeling. You're not responsible for others, only for yourself. You have to understand that and learn to live that way. And no one will be able to touch you, not even him. The thing that the narcissist will do when you go no contact, he will use and guilt trip you into helping him. The narcissist will come up with all kinds of terrible things that happen to him. He will lie that he has lost his job, or that his mom is sick and that he's in a terrible place right now. He knows that you are a compassionate person and that you want to help those who need your help. That is one of the reasons why empaths attract narcissists. Due to their energy and their willingness to help others, narcissists exploit that. He will try to evoke sympathy and in that way hook you back. So what happens next? It's hard to resist not helping someone you once loved, even if that person treated you poorly. If you're that kind of a person, you will fall back into his trap very easily, and God knows how you'll pull out of it once again. There's nothing in it for you except more pain and abuse. You have to confront yourself and realize that you're not responsible for healing every single person who is broken. If he really needs help, he will find someone else to provide it for him. Why do narcissists come back to you after the discard? Narcissists will come back after the final discard because narcissists are confident that you will take them back. Unfortunately for the victims of narcissist abuse, once they've been discarded, they're still emotionally connected to the abuser. You are madly and passionately in love with the narcissist, and now they've gone and they've left a big gaping hole in your heart. The narcissist is very aware of this, and they'll take full advantage of the fact that you are emotionally vulnerable. However, once you understand the mind of the narcissist and that the relationship with the narcissist was never about you in the first place, then it will become a lot easier to move on. After your narcissist partner walks out, they'll put you on their recycling list and keep it moving. They literally go missing in action, and you won't see or hear from your ex until they decide they need you again. So when the narcissistic ex start trying to find an inroad into your life, there's a specific technique they use, and it is referred to as hoovering. A narcissist will leave you high and dry, and you won't know what's hit you. The good news is that you don't have to remain this way. Once you change your perspective on the matter, you'll find the strength to reclaim your mind and to stop renting out space in it to someone who has no regard for your well-being. Your narcissist partner doesn't care, and they never will care. Remember, they don't choose to feel this way. Narcissism is a mental disorder. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to change the way they feel, so there is no point in trying. Once you fully accept this reality, you will stop asking questions such as, do narcissists miss their exes? And does a narcissist ever regret losing you? Because the answer is plain and simple. No, they don't. What are the dangers of a returning narcissist? A returning narcissist, why do they come back? Because they want control over you again. Narcissists have a nasty habit of coming back into your life. The reason why narcissists will come back again is because you took your power back. By managing to get out from under the narcissist's control, you bruised the narcissist's ego. They see you aren't as captivated with them as you once were. And even worse, you might not think they're a good person. The narcissist no longer has any influence over you, which is unacceptable for the narcissist. Hoover is one technique narcissists use to suck their victims back into their lives. And the narcissist may be between relationships or may not be getting the attention they need from their current partner. So they hoover you to make them feel better. Now, if the narcissist in your life is an ex, they may wait until the relationship you had after them has ended to strike. The narcissist wants you to be desperate enough to give them a second chance. They always have a plan. Narcissists don't do things because they're kind of thoughtful. They do things to manipulate you. They bought a gift for you, not because they were thinking of you, but to have an excuse to give it to you and hopefully make some headway in getting you back. Never assume the narcissist is out of your life. If you are aware of the narcissist and their manipulative tools, you'll be better able to face them down and show them you are stronger emotionally than they think and you are no longer the victim. Narcissists have a bad habit of coming back into your life. They leave you, they discard you, they dump you. Then they come back after a week, after a month, after a year, after years. They'll still want to come back to you. But why is it that narcissistic ex keeps coming back in your life? They come back, they get out. Why do they do that? Narcissists are resilient and they're determined to get what they want from you if they believe that you still have what they want from. Narcissists often have this bad habit of staying in contact with their exes in a manner that is solely and only about their own needs. In short, narcissists keep coming back to you for selfish reasons, to satisfy their own selfish needs. Because narcissists are by nature self-centered, selfish individuals who think only about themselves. Their needs come first. Now, if you have a narcissistic ex who keeps coming back in your life, maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's time you never look back again. It's time you remove them from your life. But one thing you should know is that this is very difficult. It's extremely difficult because narcissists, they come back with all the excitement that you would wish to have. All the excitement that made you addicted to them, they bring it back. They hoover you back. They love bomb you the same manner they love bombed you to make you fall in love with them. Now, this is the question I'll ask you. What is the use of having someone in your life only for a short time? Especially knowing that this person doesn't truly care about you. And that this person will not even cry when something happens to you. It is very important to know that each one needs someone who is caring, faithful, and loyal in their life. Everybody needs someone who will care about them. So, what is the need of you keeping a door open for somebody who is not there to stay forever with you? Why should you keep the window open for such kind of a person? We all know that narcissists get bored very easily. It is very difficult for a narcissist to be loyal, to be faithful to one person. Narcissists are great cheats. They're liars. They cannot be faithful to one person. It's very hard because they need constant validation from each and everyone. They're self-centered people who only think about themselves. So the narcissist will continue to move on from one person to another. They're never satisfied. You can never satisfy a narcissist. They keep wanting more and more and more. The more they get, the more they want. Narcissists lack empathy. They have no control over their emotions. They have little empathy, if they have empathy at all. Now, because of this, the narcissist will constantly keep moving from you to someone else and maybe coming back to you because they keep looking for validation. They keep looking for more narcissistic supply. If they can't get it from someone else, they'll still come back to get it from you. Sometimes the narcissist will get away from you and come back because they're looking for an upgrade. If they don't get the upgrade, they might come back to you. Narcissists will come back after no contact if they find themselves very low on attention. If they don't get the attention they want, they'll still come back to you for that attention. Consider you to be the easy target. If they consider you to be the person who will always give them attention, then they'll come for it. It doesn't matter whether the attention is positive or negative, they will want it from you. That's why narcissists love it when you react. They'll provoke you to react and give them the attention they need. So narcissists hate being alone. They need attention more than most people. They don't care about your feelings and they don't miss you. They'll only come back after no contact if they find themselves lacking the attention they needed, and if they consider you that easy target. Most narcissistic people, they hate being alone because they always need attention much more than any other ordinary person. Narcissists don't care about your feelings and they don't miss you. That's something you should always know. Narcissists will always come back because they need more narcissistic supply from you. If they don't get it elsewhere, they'll still think of coming back to get it from you. Most narcissists don't forget their exes because they like the idea of getting what they used to get from that ex. Narcissists follow a similar pattern in every relationship they get into. They start by love bombing you, they devalue once they start getting bored, and they discard you, they move on.